Hello everyone, this is Jasleen Kaur from City University, and today we are here recording an interview with a prestigious guest, that is Pontavida Lester. He is a president of students across India. He's from Malawi International. And today we are hosting him. And how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am great. How's sitting treating you? How's your day?
Been great here. It's amazing.
Yeah. So everything going good? Are you comfortable?
Yeah, we're good to go.
So shall we start?
Yes.
So who is Pontavida Lester?
Well, I'm delighted to be here.
Thank
and
you. Pleasure.
Thank God for the grace so that I'm here today. Pontavida Lester is a Malawian, a second born in a family of 6. And yeah, I love my father, Dad, I love you so much. My mom, I love you dearly because they've been so committed and making sure that we are having good life as kids. I remember from my primary levels, I was once as a Christian, and in my secondary level I went to Matinda Academy. Later I went to Maranatha Academy, where I wrote my public exams, and I got selected to one of the best universities in Malawi, in Zuzu University. And right now I'm here studying business administration here at City, and honored to be a Malawian president.
That's very great. That's very good. It feels like you're very much rooted into your ethnicity and you love Christianity and all. So our next question is, how did you become a president?
Well, I am a leader, by the way. So by the time I came here, I found that we didn't have that career cabinet, or which gonna be galvanizing us as African to be coming together in one harmony, in unity. So we thought it wise that what if we start this thing to make all the students be coming together and see the way forward. So I started talking, and I remember I had to inquire one of the guys who has been here for a while to learn how has been the experience so far. Mm-hmm. So I shared with him the vision. He liked the vision. From there, we started sharing to our fellow students, and they also loved the vision. From there, we had to gather and talk about it and how we're gonna go it. So I said, as I am the one starting this thing, let me take a lead. But I'm also giving an option to you all that if I'm gonna be eligible or competent enough to be a leader, it's okay. But if not, we'll choose another leader. But it happens that after time, I'm the leader.
That's very good. You have such a beautiful journey, and all the people of your community also supporting you. That's very, good vibes and all. So you look very young. I can see that. Like, I'm talking to you face to face. Yeah. So you look quite young. So what gave you the courage, the strength to step up?
Yeah, you are true. I'm young. I'm young, but I believe we have the convictions and the belief from inward, which makes you to know that this thing it can work. We can do this thing into the greater impact to our fellow people. So for me, I'm optimistic knowing that with the heart I have of loving my nations, Malawi, loving my fellow Africans, and also making sure that we are coming in that heart of bringing the change. I also believe that we are the generation the world has been waiting for. So this is the right time at our age to start doing these things. We can't wait for the future, but starting right now so that the future meets the present.
That's very good approach. That's a very futuristic approach, and thinking about the future but staying in the present at this young age, having this kind of mentality, this is very great. So, what is the vision of the people?
No, all right. We have a beautiful vision. The vision is basic needs and unity. On basic needs, you know, we are far from home. And it's not something that it's always that we have to be waiting for our parents to be here. But at the same time, we ourselves, as long as we are here, we can be there for one another. For instance, when someone is sick, should we say that we should wait for the parents to come and attend the person? No, 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 no. We are there. We can provide the basic needs. And it happens like the foods that I can eat, the way I'm fit right now, it's not the very same food. When you are sick, you can also take. You need some juices, some fruits. So those are the basic needs which we provide to one another as a community. Also in terms of unity, I believe when we are talking of the change of our nations and we are here making sure that Africa is expecting something great from us. So we have to come together to share that common ideologies, that common creativity, to know how we are growing in terms of leadership as well as in the great impact to the people. So that's the vision, basic need and unity.
That's very great. I just love how you just mentioned we and not I. That shows teamwork. And you were talking about basic needs and all, right? Okay, that's a very good take on, and that's very great to like show up for each other. But you know, like you people are very far away from your country. So what do you do for the emotional system and all? For the, you know, people feel homesick, and when they feel homesick, they feel actually sick. So what do you do for those kind of people?
Okay. Well, I like the questions. Actually, we have implemented a strategy whereby we know each other that we are brother's keeper. I have always to make sure how is my friend doing. And in our cabinet, we have social welfare directors where they do the thorough checkups on each other. How is they doing? Are they showing up for lectures? Are they attending some events that we have? Because we also have the events in the midst.
Yeah, that's very good. Like you're taking care of their mental health and emotional health also. You're showing up for your team. That's signs of good leader. So my next question to you is, what have you achieved so far? What have you received from everybody, and what have you achieved so far?
It has been a great journey, and I'm a happy person.
Yeah, I can see that.
By what we have achieved. Yeah, I'm seeing my fellow youths are becoming the leaders whom we are wanting to become in time coming. Because, you know, one of the things which we complain much, I would say in our case, back in Africa, we talk of our leaders. So what we have implemented much is to make sure that we are producing leaders in our midst. So that's one of the things that we are becoming leaders, each and everyone. Because one of the greatest thing a leader can do is producing other leaders. So and the second thing is that we started getting recognitions as Malawians. Before this thing started, it was hard to know that Malawians in the presence, in the midst, around. But now it's easy people to know that Malawians, they are doing something, or people they're even expecting what's next coming from Malawians. You see? Yeah, and also the thing which I was talking about, the unity. Now we are really doing great on that one. We have the sense feeling it at home, because I know that my brother is here, my sister is around, so we have that sense of belongingness to the community.
That's very great
and
movement.
We are expecting to achieve great things.
Yeah, that's a very great movement. I see the progressive mentality, producing leaders from Malawi and all. This is very futuristic, so optimistic. I like the way you're thinking about the future. So, my next question is my favorite one. Okay, so what can Indians learn from Africa? Like, you people come from Africa, you African people. As an Indian, it's like I can say international exposure for us. Like we are communicating with you. We don't know a lot of things outside.
Okay.
And you know this distinct image of Africa.
Okay.
Whenever somebody mentions Africa,
Yeah.
it always comes up like poverty, no electricity.
Yeah.
They do not eat candies. They live in jungles. Like I really want you to break these barriers and tell actually what is Africa.
All right. There are a lot of things which Indians you can also learn from Africans. But in my stay here so far, I can say that you guys you have to be able to be very good in adapting into other people's environment, into other people's culture, in how others they are doing. For example, in places where I stay, I found out it's difficult for them to know that we are getting into a space with other Africans. Or it also happens that, as we were saying, that what we only know about Africa is poverty and all that, or others, they even don't know that Africa is a continent, not a country.
That one is like,
Why we Africans, we have that willingness to learn, the eagerness to know, okay, what's going on in Asia, what's going on in India, what's going on in Africa. So that's one of the things Indians can learn from us Africans.
Yeah, I agree on that point that we need to learn adaptability from you people, because you fly from your home over here so far away from your homeland, right? And I have another additional question for you.
Okay.
So this cancel culture, is that real? Like if we Indian try out those braids, so are we going to get cancelled? I really want to know about that. Like, yeah, I see all the heat on the internet like, oh my God, this Kim Kardashian did the braids, she got cancelled. So like, I really want to know about that.
I think it goes by the taste of the person. I think you guys, you have different things that you like. Others, as you say, it's just a culture. It's not that really getting into a culture of another people, but making sure that you can also diverge yourself into how you can be communicating, into building the relationships. So that's what I'm trying to say there. And I think that one can work.
Yeah, like all African people are really going to be aggressive if we try out their culture.
Yeah.
They are going to be. Yeah. So, okay, the next question, this one is also like quite interesting.
Yeah.
What can Africans learn from Indians?
Yeah, it's quite a lot of things also, which I personally am learning, and also Africans can learn from India. Seeing in a discipline, I've observed that you're good. You people are so good in terms of a discipline, time, you keep time. And also when you are working on a certain project, it doesn't take long. I once experienced it building some roads somewhere there. I mean, it was on time. Also taking it in the angle of agriculture. Like where we are right now in Punjabi, I think I can sleep hungry here.
We love Bhangra.
I mean, the food is available, and it's something which we have to learn in terms of agriculture, so that we implement it back in Africa. And also, I've seen patriotism. You guys are patriotic. I've seen the diverse of religions and culture and all that, but when you are working on something, you come together. So you are really good at that.
Absolutely.
We are learning.
Yes, you're very great. Like that's a very great thing. That's a very observant nature. Yes, you're quite true on that. And yes, you will see a lot of chola bhatura and bhangra over here in Punjab.
Okay.
So, what's your succession plan? I want to know about that. Like, what is your take on that?
Yeah, as our cabinet, we have, I can say, a constitution, which we call it Malawian Family Booklet. And it has been explained very well on how a person can be a leader in this organization, a family. And we come up with a strategy whereby there are areas a person to be eligible to stand or contest as a leader. For example, when you want to be a next president, you have at least to be here for a year to know the experience, how it works. So people will be voting by themselves. And we also have the criteria in terms of voting. Talking of the ideologies of the person, the agendas, the character of the person, also integrity. So we are taking into that consideration all the traits of leadership for the person to be in the cabinet.
Okay, so is there going to be any training for the other leader? Like if they have to choose another leader. So are there going to be training sessions for them or anything like that?
Yeah, we are already working on those things that by the time we are not there, because this thing is not only going to be there while we are still here. Even if you are not here, the next people going to be coming will be finding this thing here. So we are putting all those strategies to make sure that even those who are going to be taking these positions, they'll be able to run it through.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
are making up positions too. That's quite great because a single person cannot handle
Nah.
everything. So you have a great community, you have
Yeah.
people supporting you, you have training sessions going on for the leader. I think that's a promising future.
Yeah.
So, and my question, the next question is, why should I come to Malawi? Ah, that's my favorite. I want to know because before meeting
Yeah.
people over here, they are from Malawi, right? There are a lot of Malawi people over here. I did not know that Malawi exists. As an
Okay.
Indian, I did not know. So I really want to know why I should come to Malawi.
Yeah, you have to visit Malawi. You have to visit Malawi. Yeah, and let me also recognize Minister of Tourism, Madam Vela Kantukule. She's doing great on that. Once you search on Google to know about Malawi, you find out it's the home heart of Africa. So telling you that we are such a good people. We smile, we know how to greet people, and the hospitality of Malawian is so amazing. You're talking of peace and all that. So that's the very first reason to make you to visit Malawi. Also, we are talking of the life in Malawi. It's that you can be able to take your much time, whether for a holiday or for a visit and all that. And we also have the nature, beautiful natures. Yeah, talking of our Lake Malawi, talking of wildlife and reserves. We have Kasungu National Park, Nyika National Park, and also history and artifacts and all that. We have Malawi Museum. You'd been like to be going there each and every day. And we also have Livingstonia missions. Yeah, and if you like adventure, we have Mountain Malanje.
That's a great
Yeah,
thing.
so it's fully loaded. It's fully loaded.
Okay, so I see Malawi is very rich in culture,
Yes.
heritage, right?
Yeah.
As you told that you have very much of wildlife over there too,
Yeah.
and all the mountains. So
Yeah.
how come people do not know about Malawi, but as like from Africa they know about Sudan,
Okay.
they know about Sahara Desert, but they
Yeah.
do not know about Malawi.
Well, Malawi is the hidden treasure, and and this is the time where we are exposing Malawi so that people should start knowing what they haven't been seen before. So now this is the time where we are exposing and people to start visiting Malawi, and the campaigns are going all over to make sure that you once experience. It's more than adventure. It's more than the culture and all that, but the experience, it's so incredible.
Okay, so that's great. I personally feel like Malawi is like heaven on earth. I feel
So you
like
can say that again.
Okay, so yeah, so as you're describing it,
Yeah.
everything. My next question to you is, as a leader,
Yes.
you're a leader, you're a president over here too. So I want to know, what book are you currently reading?
Currently, I'm reading the book Millionaire Fast Lane by M.J. DeMarco. Yeah, so that's the book I'm reading.
So can you like discuss with us that what exactly that book is teaching you and how it's helping you as a leader?
One thing a lot of the things that I'm learning from the book, I'm liking that it's mostly sharing the fundamental facts about our generation. We are in 21st century generation, where previous in the days we were only thinking of you go to school, after school you get a job and life like that. But this book is saying how can we live life and build that theme in terms of finances for generations and generations to come at a younger age. So expect seeing this generation becoming more stable in terms of financially.
So it's just like generation, like creating wealth,
Yes,
generation
yes,
wise,
yes,
but
yes.
like you are creating wealth
Yeah.
early, so that you have a
As you can
so that your
it's a fast lane, so
yeah, it's
we
a
are
fast
using a
line.
lane which takes
So
us
like your
there.
grandchildren are thankful for you. Oh yeah, our grandfather did that. So that's
Exactly.
great. That's a great take. So as you previously mentioned,
Yeah.
that you are producing leaders. So as you are reading that book,
Yeah.
Are you sharing that knowledge with all the people in your community?
Yes,
Too?
yes. We have
Are
created
you?
a platform where we share each other in everything. Whether I'm the one learning something, I'll be open to share to the team. Or even if one of the cabinet or one of the members, we have created that platform that we are all open to share to the things that we are learning so that we keep on growing. Even in the events that we gather, we make sure that we are sharing in terms of finances, in terms of emotions, socially wise, and all that. So that's what.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. So
Okay.
winding up, we know that you are supporting your community financially, emotionally, and also like if physically they cannot be present, you are doing
Yeah.
everything. That's quite a great take. That was all for today, guys.
Thank
It
you.
was such a great interview. That was so nice talking to you,
Thank
and
you
it
for
was so
having me.
refreshing. That was so knowledgeable. We came to know about Malawi. As an Indian, myself personally, I did not know that Malawi existed. So it was great talking to you. Have a nice day.